It's time now for the news with Bill Pritchert.
Good afternoon, everyone.
The news this afternoon is brought to you by Thermofranks, the all-weather weenie.
It's a pleasure to be back with you, ladies and gentlemen. As most of you are aware, I've been away from the news desk for about a month now. A special thanks to Shelley Parsons for sitting in with me while I was away. It was a brief period of rest for me, and that's all. I know there are a lot of rumors speculating about my general health, but I want to assure you that I'm fine. I'm feeling fine, and I really don't appreciate those rumors. You know, you can ruin a career by spreading stories. But that's all water under the bridge. Let's get on to the news, shall we? Pope John Paul II continued his visit to his homeland today as he spoke to a large crowd in Warsaw. Police were out in full force to guard against any demonstrations by members of the outlawed union Solidarity. Union leader Lech Walesa was held under house arrest, as we see in this footage, and commented that, what are we looking at? This is not the Warsaw footage. Do we have the footage of Lech Walesa? All right, well, maybe we can get that footage later on. I understand, just a simple mistake. Elsewhere in the news, the trial of the Ronson twins continued today in Scott County Circuit Court. Defense attorney John Lauer said he would decide tomorrow if his clients will take the stand. All right, now that's the second mistake here today. Could we maybe get that footage? Is that too much to ask? You know, this is one of the main reasons why I left Channel 51. It's the guys in the control room, the boobs up there with all the technology and equipment. You'd think that maybe one time they could come up with a piece of tape when you ask for it, just once. Can we do that? Do you have either one of those pieces of tape? No? All right. Elsewhere, a line of tornadoes ripped through the South today, leaving 10 dead and thousands homeless. A trailer park on the outskirts of Dallas was ravaged by high winds, as we see in this report by Ted Fredericks. Oh, come on! Come on! Okay, I see what's going on. You want me to snap. You want me to snap on TV, huh? You think I got mental problems, huh? It's his fault. It's a guy behind the camera. I want him fired. I want him canned. Yeah. Name That Rock, Wednesdays at 7:30, Channel 51 Fun.
Hi, kids. 20 to 35-year-olds. This is Lou's Laboratory. We will all be learning in Lou's Laboratory. This is a wonderful series, and it's a wonderful thing. Science is a wonderful thing. Without science, what will we have? Magic. All right, let's just look at some of the equipment that science has given us, all right? Here's a thing with a lot of knobs on it, and they're all numbered, and I'm sure they're very important, and I don't want to touch them for fear of causing me harm. Here is another scientific thing. Look at this. This is a meter of some kind, I think. Yeah, that's a meter, and it's got probes. I know those are called probes. All right, so today's discussion, we'll be discussing many topics in this series. Today's discussion will be on deoxynucleic acid, or DNA, as it is known in the science trade. All right, one of the things you should know is that DNA is the basic building block of your body. Everything you're made of comes from the DNA, and it's put together a different way for different people, all right? Now, let's just say these are little molecules. Molecules are very small things that we can't normally see, but somebody in the prop department made these real big so we could see them. So here we go. Say this is an oxygen molecule. We put that together with maybe a carbon molecule, all right? And then we get, so let's try something else here. We get a yellow thing. That would be, say, fluoride, which I'm sure is very important for your teeth, because I hear that a lot, all right? Now, it's a very complex molecule, because what the hell, we're all complex people, aren't we? I think so. So what we need is something to designate each and every part of your body, like this could be just your foot. This could be your foot, all right? And this would be at least your lungs and part of your chest, all right? And then as you go on, you get like, here's eyebrows. There, that snaps together real good. And then there's the sex parts, which, well, this would go on the end here, I know. All right, and then girls probably have something different, a little more extra carbon. All right, so anyway, that's a DNA molecule. And what happens is it replicates. That means it splits apart like this and creates more by doing this. And what we have here is a film was developed in the late 60s by the guys who discovered DNA. Their name was Watson and Crick, two scientists. Watson, I don't think, was involved with Sherlock Holmes. He was another guy. And Crick, I know, wasn't Japanese. But let's roll a film that they got. And it's very interesting. It's all about DNA. Okay, well, that was some film, huh, kids? Like, it's 20 to 35-year-olds. You know, you're all watching. You're all, there's a wide audience we're aiming for here. Tune in next week when we're going to discover something equally complex and probably be working some of these knobs here. So until then, I'll see you in the lab.
She told me she was 21. Now, that's a lawyer's problem. Yeah, goodbye. Hello, I'm Ross Francis. I'm a successful account executive for a very large advertising firm right here in Chicago. Because of that, I make a large amount of money. I venture to say I make more money in a week than you can imagine. I might see you walking down Michigan Avenue and give you no more thought than I would a small bug.
Yes, dear?
No, later, honey. Drinks by the pool. That's why, for my money, which is considerable because, as I said, I make a large amount of money, I can afford the good things in life. Cars, summer homes, lamp, princess phone. And because of that, I also decided I could afford the best for myself. When I decided that this receding hairline was getting to be too much, I got myself a tornado tube. The tornado tube is made from the finest hand-woven horsehair. It's got a special gloss and a sheen all its own. It's their trademark. This here is banker's gray, but you might want to go with another color. It's not that expensive, but it's pretty expensive. They have a lower line for the people who can't afford that, but they don't look quite as good. And so I got the one that costs a lot of money because I'm Ross Francis and I can afford it. So if you're in the line for a toupee, a good-looking toupee with optional flaps, go with the tornado tube by Vitra Hair. Yes, I'd like to find out exactly how much money I have to the penny.